to be photogenic or not, right? Similar to Shakespeare, to be or not to be, feel me? But thank you for watching the channel. I really appreciate it. My name is Albert. If you're not already, take a couple minutes and consider after you watch some of the video, maybe subscribing. It helps the channel grow a lot, and hopefully one day thousands of y'all will be able to join me in my daily exploits of this very interesting life that I live. And so, yeah, I want to talk about being photogenic or not, right? And let me tell you this. I was talking to my roommate the other day about how I think I look terrible in pictures and how I'm going to work on that, like play on that, right? So there's a couple of thumbnails and some of the videos where I'm making a silly face or whatever, but it's like I admit, like, I think it's my opinion that I look terrible in pictures, that I am not a photogenic guy at all, like, at all whatsoever, you know? This is my self-perception, is that, you know, in certain angles with good lighting, I can get by, you know, on live action camera, like on cameras, like video cameras, but still photography, you know, I just don't, this face doesn't cut it, you know? It's just, I don't look good in photos. And so, and then I thought to myself, well, I've met the opposite. I've met women who look extremely pretty or just different, overall different, you know, in their picture than they do in real life. Now, like, no catfishing or nothing like that. Like, maybe just like simple filtering in Photoshop, you feel me, on like just a distinct difference between picture and real life. I've never used Photoshop in my life. I mean, I'm not saying I've done myself any favors. You know, I'm sure I could have been more well off photoshopping some of my pictures. Trust me. Add a little hue there, a little hue somewhere else. You know, straighten out my jaw. You know, there's lots of things I would do with Photoshop for sure. But one, I don't know how to use it, and two, I could care less, you know, because I'm one of those people, I feel like my confidence is in like IRL. So like if you see me out on the street, you know what I mean? You might just confuse me with a Gap model. I just total self-garbage there. I know it would never happen. I'm just saying that, like, I give myself more credit in real life. You feel me? Just because pictures don't do me justice. That's my sell, you know. That's what I'm thinking. I've convinced myself that the pictures that I see in still photography are not indicative of the dude behind this mask, you know, which is like a bubbly three-dimensional version of that very odd-looking still photography that doesn't show my best features, you know. And so, yeah, I think that some people are photogenic and some people are not. I think that, furthermore, the really good looking people in life, right, look good in pictures and in real life. You feel me? Like, so, I mean, and to do that more justice, those people look better in real life and great on camera. You know what I mean? I mean, holy potatoes. That's just a nice little treat, isn't it? I'm just saying, again, that, you know, if you think that you don't look good in photos, you're not the only one. I am just a terrible photo taker. Seriously, I have not, there's not been one picture ever in my life that I've just been like, yeah, that's me. You know, like, just like proud, like, nope, that's not a thing. Including my, all my high school yearbook photos. Yeah, you know, I'm just not the photogenic dude. So, ask yourself that question, you know, and especially like if you're like on a potential date, you feel me, or you're doing like online dating. I mean, obviously that's the biggest time where these things are gonna happen. I think that like the catfishing part of it is like dudes will sometimes, like, different than women in that the way that guys will catfish on like this is they'll just like make a completely different profile with someone else's pictures, you feel me? So it's like literally a completely different person. Whereas the woman, from my experience, is most oftentimes that woman just heavily edited. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of the self-preferences that we choose to highlight about ourselves in hopes that, you know, somebody's gonna dig it. You feel me? And so that's also low-key one of the reasons why I've never really gotten into online dating, is because I'm just, I'm not attracting the same kind of um, personalities in women, like, which is zero. Like, at least in real life, I get like a couple opportunities. The standard there is zero. While online, with some of my, still photography and like my action shots in still photography, like the ones that are supposed to make me look cool, looking at the mountaintop and stuff, is they just don't come out well. They've never come out well, and I've had zero luck um, getting that, landing some DMs as a result of my photos. You feel me? Like, no girl has ever hit me up on like any type of like social media platform and was like, "Hey boy, you be looking good." Okay, I have to cough, and I think I have to sneeze. So and then I have to get ready to go to work so that I'm not late. I just talked about this last night. It's really important not to be late. I mean, I only have 4 days of work, so I should probably be there on time. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. We got 2 more videos later on, and probably in the early evening, definitely before 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And again, go out there and kill it. You feel me? If you're a photogenic person, good for you. Take some selfies. If you're not, then keep doing your IRL thing. Eventually it'll work out for you. That's what I'm telling myself. All right.